Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Charlie, I'm the book review guy. And today we will be talking about one amazing book. It's called the Checklist Manifesto, which through its thorough investigation, the author brought to light a methodology that will improve your success in all your tasks and overall in life. I don't want to keep you from reading this book. That is why the format of this video is a book review, but with lots of golden nuggets that will help you add value to your life. In a sense, and as always, I hope to give you a strong idea of what this book is about and some more information of where the book has been of great value for me or for others, either in my book clubs, at work, or even at home. Also, I need to ask you for a small favor. Please push the button of like and subscribe. It really helps this project continue living. So, without further ado, stay tuned and buckle up while we explore the Checklist Manifesto. Welcome. So welcome back. Today we're talking about the Checklist Manifesto, written by Atul Gawande. So let's start talking about the author. Atul Gawande is a prominent American surgeon, writer, and public health researcher, known for his influential contributions to the field of medicine and healthcare. He was born in 1965 in Brooklyn, New York. Go Brooklyn! He completed his undergraduate studies at Stanford University and medical school at Harvard Medical School. Dr. Gawande has had a prolific career as a surgeon, specializing in endocrine and gastrointestinal surgery, and has been affiliated with Brigham and Women's Hospital and the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Beyond his surgical expertise, Atul Gawande is a highly respected writer and has contributed to several renowned publications including The New Yorker, the New England Journal of Medicine, The Lancet, the British Medical Journal, the Harvard Business Review, just to name a few. Additionally, he has written engaging and thought-provoking books such as Complications, Better, Being Mortal, and the one that we're reading today, the Checklist Manifesto. All of them have resonated with both medical professionals and with general public, shedding light on the complexities of medicine and the human condition. Welcome back. So let's get started sharing an overview of this life-changing book, as well as some very valuable golden nuggets. The Checklist Manifesto is a compelling book that explores the power of checklists in improving performance, reducing errors, and increasing efficiency in various fields, particularly in complex professions like medicine, aviation, and construction. Some of the key golden nuggets from this book include: first, checklists save lives. Gawande highlights how the strategic use of checklists in aeronautics and medicine significantly reduce the occurrence of avoidable errors by ensuring that critical steps are not overlooked in both flying a plane and surgical interventions, due to the fact that effective checklists are concise and focused on essential steps necessary to achieve success. Checklists serve as powerful tools to enhance patient safety and overall outcomes. It is crucial to understand that there must be a balance between being too vague, leading to confusion, and being too detailed, leading to inefficiency. It was also interesting to read that the medical area nurses were more open to change and innovate on regards of the relationship that they had with the doctors. Therefore, I see how sometimes ego can lead us into making mistakes, thinking that we are so smart that we don't need to ensure that we're following the process for the greater good. How many times have we seen this? I've seen it a lot. Number 2, simplicity is key. Effective checklists are concise and straightforward, a result from the forcing functions to force a specific behavior. They focus on most critical steps, avoiding unnecessary complexity. Simple checklists are easier to follow and integrate seamlessly into existing workflows. Third, the power of teamwork. In complex professions where relying solely on individual expertise or intuition is no longer sufficient, embracing the checklist allows experts to work as a team, pooling their knowledge and collaborating more effectively between peers. Checklists promote teamwork, and in the last decade, in the construction industry, perfecting the art of communication among professionals in high-stakes situations, has had great outcomes and success. They provide a shared framework for collaboration, fostering a culture of accountability and mutual support, where the wisdom of the group is key. An extra set of eyes is always and will always be key to success. Number 4, avoiding complacency. Even the most experienced professionals and industrials can benefit from using a checklist. They serve as reminders and safeguards, preventing experts from skipping essential steps due to an overconfidence and overcomplacency. This is the case of great Walmart example we see regarding Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, redacted in the book, where the private sector got an advantage over the bureaucratic governmental establishment for not operating in such an organized way. In addition to other cases like the restaurant industry, following a recipe is as important as a surgical procedure. Nothing must be taken for granted. Discipline is key. Number 6, adapting to dynamic situations. Implementing checklists is a trial and error process that requires flexibility and willingness to learn from mistakes. The initial versions of the checklist may not be perfect. In fact, they don't have to be perfect. But through feedback and refinement, they can become highly effective tools. Gawande emphasizes that checklists should be flexible and adaptable to different scenarios. They're not rigid scripts, but rather tools to guide decision-making and problem-solving in ever-changing environments. Sometimes testing the possible scenarios with an open mind is the best way to go. Pushback might be expected, but explaining with the context and weighing the pros versus the cons might get everybody involved and look for the successful outcome. 7th, learning from other industries. Standardization and centralization of checklist creation can ensure consistency and reliability across various settings. Developing checklists through a collaborative process involving frontline workers, researchers, and experts enhance their value. Most of the times, it is the team who really knows what is really happening. At the ground level, we have spoken about this in previous books. It is the team who really knows what's going on. It is clear how the author, through his research, explains how industries like the aviation and construction, showcasing how checklists have revolutionized safety and efficiency in their fields, and it is also learning and applying these lessons from these other professions and throughout innovation that the medical industry has applied the knowledge and adapted for healthcare in seeking a structured approach towards process that demands rigorous discipline and ensures safety. 8th, continuous improvement. Testing checklists in real-world setting is crucial to identifying potential flaws and areas of improvement. Conducting simulations and exercises with all relevant stakeholders helps refine the checklist usability and effectiveness. It is important to understand that effective checklists are not static. They evolve and improve based on real-world feedback. Regular review and refinement are crucial to ensure their relevance and acceptance and effectiveness over time. Implementing checklists systematically will ensure success. 9. Implementing checklists systematically. Successful checklist implementation requires commitment from leadership and proper training and cultural shifts that values adherence to best practices and continuous improvement. Continuous improvement must be indented into the culture of the companies. In summary, even in complex and high-pressure situations, a simple and well-designed checklist can be a game changer, enhancing performance, reducing errors, and ultimately saving lives, like Captain Sully. It is truly a thought-provoking book that will make you question the way you conducted your line of work. It is clear that sometimes your ego, to prove your position among the group or just an unstructured thought process, can make us forget things that are key to increasing the percentage of success on a given task. So I encourage you to read this book and stay humble. Those around you will appreciate it more. Talking from experience here. Atul Gawande sure has proven track record to back up what he writes about. This is why I stand by his teachings. There is so much more for this book, but I really don't want to spoil it. Read it. be back. Welcome back. What I love about this part is that we can land some of the previous ideas so that we can understand how to work with them in an everyday setting that you and I can relate to. And today I have two examples. One of them work-related and one of them home-related. First will be the work-related one. As you know, I worked in the restaurant industry since 1997. I have always believed in operating in a structured way. I don't know if it is part of my military school education, but using checklists give me peace of mind and assures nothing will get overlooked. Using a checklist won't just help you, it will guarantee that you operate how you are supposed to achieve a successful outcome. In my line of work, there are many useful checklists that I have used throughout my career. Some people consider that I'm too strict. Perhaps. But all I can say is that when I apply them, it takes the stress away of thinking you might have missed something. In the same way a doctor doesn't want to jump a step when operating on a patient, I also don't want to open a restaurant forgetting that there's no electricity on the outlets or that there's no gas for the burners. As an example, these are some basic checklists used across the restaurant industry and that can be adapted to your line of work. There's an opening and closing checklist that a manager uses to open or close the restaurant. There's a food safety checklist that a chef might use to ensure the quality of the product. There are pre-service checklists to ensure that all the tables and chairs and everything is ready to open the doors to the guests. There are service audits to measure how the guest is happy or not. Quality control checklists to measure the quality of the food. And then there's also cleanliness and maintenance checklists to see that the structure is alright and that everything is painted and that nothing looks too old, just to name a few. And what is the structure of one of these checklists? Well, you can have any type of structure you want, as long as it's written down and you don't rely solely on memory. I think the secret for me has been to follow the operational flow of what you were checking. This way, it will be more difficult for you to miss something. Here's an example. I'll share with you a regular restroom cleanliness checklist. When you go into a restroom, you open the door. Obviously, the first thing that there is you want to have lighting inside so that you can see. So the first thing that you do check, are the lights working properly? Is there enough toilet paper stocked? The floor is clean and mopped. The hand sink is clean and sanitized. The soap dispensers are full of soap. The hand towel dispenser is full of towels. The mirror is spotless. The trash cans are empty and with new plastic bags. The aromatizer is full and the battery is charged. You repeat this for every operational process you have in your line of business. It can be a non-guest facing business too. The main thing is to guarantee your operational success. This reminds me a little bit of the lean manufacturing process, because only after you lay down all of the process, you can start seeing efficiencies. By the way, checklists will help you throughout your operation because you'll start seeing what process you might have that really don't make sense. But we can ask Edward Deming or Henry Ford afterwards about this. So let's jump to our second example. It's more of a personal example. I use checklists at home because they have proved to be very useful for me. I personally like one I created for our household chores. This is how I created it. I divide specific chores for every day of the week. I don't want to do everything every day because it can be overwhelming and it is not realistic. This is why I have laundry checklists on Monday, a cleaning checklist for all rooms on Tuesday, a cleaning checklist for the kitchen and dining area and living room for Wednesdays, a window and mirror checklist for Thursday, Friday I have off, and on Saturdays I have gardening and checklists too. You can distribute chores evenly and prevent tasks from piling up, making your home a more comfortable and enjoyable space. I also have another one I created for my morning and evening routines. In my morning routine, I wake up at 5, I do cardio, I do weightlifting. By the way, that has its own checklist too. Taking my protein shake and my vitamins. Obviously, I take a shower, make my bed, pack lunch, check my schedule for the day, checking I have everything on my backpack so I don't miss it. Saying bye to all of my family and go. Following these routines can help you start and end the day with a greater efficiency and a greater focus. Believe me, I sleep much better at night knowing that everything has been checked and I didn't forget anything. Some people say it's cheating, but I don't see it as cheating. Rather, I'm making space in my mind for things that really matter, like being in the present and being at peace. I guess at the end of the day, it is more about setting priorities and what matters more. So I would ask you, what would you write on your checklist? Think about it. Welcome to the reflection section. These are some of the concepts that I keep thinking about and apply after reading the Checklist Manifesto. First of all, there are some correlations that I love about this book and that happen due to the checklist. There are more communications in the operating rooms due to the fact that many of the lines between ranks got erased. Basically, the communication between the doctors and the nurses. And this is something that I think is great because when working in a team environment, everybody should be part of the team. The accountability is on absolutely everybody. So think about that for a second. If you are in an industry where there are many people working to get one goal. The second one is, you might have heard this in the past, you are only as great as your team's greatness. That includes you. Statistically, using this method will increase the process of success. Therefore, your team's and yours. So why not give it a shot? The third one is, this book is written out of analysis and knowledge. I think hearing out, or reading out in this case, well-educated people that selflessly put knowledge out there for the benefit of others is great and it's amazing. Reading well-educated authors like Atul Gawande makes a difference in building our mental library with intelligent criteria and building our common sense. This is something we need to do continuously. It should not be staggered. I encourage you to do so. This is definitely a book that will make you a stronger person in your work environment and your home environment. It will make you much better at what you do. Therefore, enjoying it much more. More to come. Hey, welcome back. Here we will take a close look at the score for the book and key takeaways. For me, even though this is a high value added read, it can become a bit monotonous. It is based on the basis of helping us, the reader, understand the importance of checklists. And I personally feel the author gives one too many examples to confirm the main idea. Who knows, perhaps there are people that need many examples to find and understand the meaning of using checklists. Honestly, for me, he had me at the second or third example. It is very clear. This is why I gave it 4.5 which is genius food. This book is great. I loved it. More to come. Thank you, Atul Gawande, for this great book. Truly a life-changing read that will add lots of value to your operational mind structure in how you approach life and work in a much more structured way. Please tell me if you read this book and if you liked it on the comment section below. I truly appreciate it. Remember, friends, as always, you can find the link for this book below, either on bookshop.org that supports your local library in your neighborhood, and also on Amazon Bookstore. I 100% recommend this book. Our next book, which you will like, is Scarcity by Sendil Mullainathan and Eldar Shafir. How to handle scarcity and how to work with scarcity. Truly a great book. I loved it. If you have any type of questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe if you're so kind. It helps me keep this project going. And as always, my friends, be kind to each other. We need to be more kind in this world. Thank you very much, and until next time.